Couple other chainsaw tips. First of all, you know you've got your chain sharp if it's throwing out some pretty decent sized chips out the back. If your chain is dull, it's going to be coming out like almost like little grains of sand. The smaller your chips are, the more dull your chain is. So you want to make sure you have a sharp chain. Then the other thing, when you go to cut, let's say I'm going to make a cut on this top log here, and I start the top and it goes on an angle to the inside of the saw or the outside the saw. You know you've got one side of the chain sharpened more than another. So it's important that you get a balanced sharpening basically on your chain so it doesn't tend to run one way or the other, cut on an angle. Okay, just a couple pointers for chainsaw usage here. Okay, I was real impressed. Wood splitter hasn't been run, I think, in probably about 6 months. Started on the third pull. Subaru makes a good engine. Okay, and now we're going to go in, and first thing we're going to do is we're going to shorten some of these up that were left over from last year, and that'll give us at least another day's worth of firewood for this coming year. So you can see with this 011 right now that the chunks that I'm kicking out are nice size. If I'm correct, it looks like a red oak on right that I'm cutting right there. There's a mix of some stuff there. There's some maple I know in there, but we got these all trimmed down. That pile we had along here is gone. Now I rethought this. I'm not piling this stuff because this has had 2 or 3 years to dry. Okay, got a little wet out here this summer, but that'll dry out quickly. The wood itself is dry. So I'm going to put this up in the wood bin because that's going to probably be the first thing that gets the wood bin. No, actually the first thing that's going to get burnt is, no it's not, because this is for 2 years from now. So yeah, so I'm going to put this in the wood bin, and then I'm going to start cutting those logs up hopefully for a year from now. If we have another warm winter like last year, I may not need 13 face cord. The wood bin, the woodshed might be enough, and then this will dry for another year. Next summer I'll move this stuff over into the woodshed. I need to build another woodshed is what I need to do. That would be cool. All right, so I'm going to get the bucket over here. I'm going to load the bucket. Each bucket takes care of about 2.5, 3 days worth of burning. So I know if I throw 2 to 3 buckets on the wood rack that I have up by the house during the wintertime, that lasts me a little over a week. And it takes about 3 buckets to fill it. So let's get that done. Moving right along here this morning. I changed my mind one more time. I was going to go start cutting up those logs, but these here too need to be shortened a little bit. So I'm going to give these a haircut. They've been drying for 2 years. I can burn them this fall. Let's get all this stuff cleaned up and out of here and start new. All right, so now we're on to cutting some of our bigger logs. I still have the little 011 steel going, so let's get some cuts done. Alright, so that's how much we got cut this morning with 1 tank of gas. So now I'm going to probably grab my 021 just so I run a tank of gas through that and see how that's running. I run premium gasoline on these. So, yeah, some nice wood. That'll be some nice wood when I get it split up. We'll run one more tank through today, and that'll probably be it. All right, so let's see if we can get the 021 fired up. It hasn't been running in a while, and let's see if we can get some more cut up here. We got 1 tank of gas, a full tank of gas in there. Let's see how far we get. And then we got some splitting to do and stacking. But I'm just going to put this into its stand and we should be good. I talked about straight cuts. That last one, the 011, is sharpened a little bit more on the inside, so it had a little bit of angle to it, but not bad. Well, this is going well. And that is what that one has been tending to do. So I know we need a carburetor cleaning. It's getting starved for gas. Let's just do this. Because if I move it around or jiggle it around, that kind of thing, it just kind of kills it. Okay, I'm going to look here. I got one cut there, one cut there, and I'm going to land up with a biscuit at the end. Oh, you roach mite. So, new spark plug, adjust the carburetor, clean the carburetor. That one needs a little TLC. I was hoping if there was some older gas in it, that once we got zinging along, the new gas would kind of clean everything up. But the way this is going right now, it's wasting a lot of time, and so we're gonna move on shortly here. Either put gas in the oven, I'll split that up. Then if I want to keep going and the weather allows yet, then I'll get one of the other two going. Probably the bigger one. Okay, we're done with this one. I wanted to get one tank burned through. But that ain't happening. So we're going over to the splitter. We're going to split this up.